So one of the main reasons I'm doing this study is to use in a similar project to this one of a color wheel. And I'm going to do one that's a little bit simpler than this one, but everything that I'm doing here relates directly to how I would approach that and understanding the colors of the color wheel. And so this is the I've done this one, a similar one before, but I'm doing this with a few more colors and paints, so hopefully have a wider range of options. And what I think I'm going to do is just start with I have the color name abbreviation. Just the yellow is going to be here, the red's going to be here, and the blue is going to be here. And that's good to jot that down. So first I'm just going to mix up some very watery Hansa Yellow medium. This is Daniel Smith, and that's what I've been using for that study. And just sort of pretend like this is a swatch with curvy sides and a point instead of a rectangle. Same idea, I'm sort of bringing in some watery paint, overlapping some, I have my paper tilted so the color is running, cascading, and mixing together. By the time I get down here, there's a lot of excess watery paint that I'm not going to need. So I'll soak that up with, sort of finish that shape, and soak it up with the excess with Thirsty Brush. Nice, so that's the yellow. Still some coming down there. So now I'm going to switch to the, I think I'll do the blue. Just rotate this thing around for the handiest angle for the brush. And this is the blue that I've been using. It's a mix of Grumbacher's Phthalo Blue and Daniel Smith's Ultramarine Blue. I want to make sure I get all the yellow out of that brush. Yeah, that water looks pretty clean. So I'm going to get a little bit more of each of those, because that would be quite watery, which is okay, but I think I want something a little bit more like that. So I'm going to go over here to my blue petal and similar kind of thing. Tilting the paper so all the paint is plenty of watery paint and color. And I can keep bringing it up here and getting it to flow down and mix. And I'll finish this shape. I didn't make a completely thirsty brush, but I just try to get some of that paint out of there. I could wipe it on the towel, but that sort of wastes all that. Kind of like I just did, but I'm agonizing a little too much about that edge because there's going to be a bunch of other layers there, so I'm not going to worry about that one anymore. But now I will come over to the red. I see an interesting thing that would ruin this entire project. It's got a little bit sort of a wet. I'm not going to worry about that so much. But now for the red. It's going to be watery naphthol red. Let's make sure all that blue is out of there. Try to. Let's see. Seems pretty naphthol-y. Okay, let's do this one. Yes, I started saying you and this at the same time. I'm gonna keep rotating this in a way that is a little easier for my right-handedness and the brush. But even though I'm sort of rotating things around, I'm still just thinking of it as like a swatch that I'm painting in one of my studies. I think it almost doesn't seem watery enough, but I think it's going to be fine. And if not, I'll figure out something. So, thirsty brush, pick up that extra. And now I'm going to let everything dry. So there's my yellow and red and blue. And, you know, it's not as watery as this, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be sorry about that or not, but there you go. We'll find out. Okay.